Hey everyone, welcome to the our KCGN reaction of sorts.
Of the Nintendo presentation.
Yeah, the Nintendo Switch presentation that was streamed onto YouTube live from Tokyo. We just finished watching it, and I'm pretty blown away right now. How about you?
That trailer
Yes.
at the end there with
Yeah.
Zelda,
Yeah.
the music,
I feel
especially
like
the music.
Well, I feel like we should start off by talking about. So there was a button on the controller that everyone was curious about when the original Nintendo Switch trailer was shown. It was a button on the left Joy-Con controller, and that was revealed to be a. It's like a little square button with a circle on it, and it's actually like it's like a share button basically.
Mm-hmm.
So that's exciting. I think that's really cool. It's actually one of my favorite features on the PS4.
Yeah,
So-
and they answered many questions.
Mm-hmm.
Retailing at $299.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of the price point?
I think that's a really good price point. It's very competitive with the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One as well. Whether or not this is something that's really supposed to compete with those consoles, I'm not sure. It definitely seems like something to really pushing the handheld aspect of it, it seems. But they're
Right.
also kind of pushing the home console aspect too. I feel like if we're gonna talk about one thing though, we need to talk about HD Rumble.
Yeah, but back to the HD Rumble. Yeah,
That's something. But you were saying.
$299. I think it's a perfect price point. Because it's about the same price as
It's about the same price as the 3DS.
It is this. No, the
It was
3DS.
3DS $199.
You're talking when it launched?
The currently.
Oh no, that's like 200.
Okay.
The new,
Well, that's the same price as
or like
I think
180.
the same price as the PS4, like normal PS4 is now, isn't it? Like the
Xbox
Slim
One S is about 300. And the
Okay.
PS4 Slim, I
I think
think
they're
is
like
that.
349 or
The
something.
Pro is like
The Pro's like
400.
$499, and then
with
you can get
$300
VR headset for $399.
for what you're getting. You're getting a portable PS4 kind of graphics.
An
here.
HD game system basically.
With-
and it's gonna have Skyrim. It's gonna have Todd San. It's really great.
Yeah, Skyrim confirmed.
Yeah. I do want to talk before we start talking about the games lining up. I want to talk about the hardware and the new features that were revealed. They did say that it's going to be paid online. Now it doesn't sound like a PS4 style thing where they give you some limited online content if you're not paying. It sounds like it's going to be more like Xbox Live. It sounds like where it's all pay. You have to pay for it the whole time. But they did say that paid service isn't going to be launching until I think fall this year.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, it's launching for the trial
Right. So it'll be
and then paid
free.
in fall. Yeah,
It'll be free until fall.
Yeah.
And then they didn't announce anything as to what the paid, like the details of how you'll be paying for this and how much it'll cost. They did not announce that. But at the price point of $299, that's extremely competitive. I think the PS4 and Xbox One are still over $300, so that's extremely competitive.
No, they're right at 300
Oh, they are? Okay. Either way,
with
though.
a game, but
This
is a portable
the Joy-Con controllers
console
that
here.
attached to the side of the console do have motion controls, and they have IR pointing, and they're able to detect.
It's crazy.
They're able to detect like the shape of things in front of them. They can detect how far in front.
Those tiny ass little things can do all that. It's insane.
It's pretty crazy. The
HD Rumble.
HD Rumble feature was interesting. So they say that the Joy-Con controllers will be able to they'll be able to track, what was it? Like they'll be able to act like the Rumble will be able to act as if there are things inside of the Joy-Con. I think that the example they use is they can make it feel like there are ice cubes inside the Joy-Con controller, and it's like down to the level of accuracy and like precision To the point where you can shake it and you can tell how many ice cubes are in there.
One of the rumors I remember hearing something about this.
Oh, really?
About this, like, going to be like the rumble was going to be like you're feeling like
it's like tactile or haptic feedback almost.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So a lot of those rumors were true.
Yeah. There's been a lot of rumors coming from sources like Unseen 64's Liam Robertson and a bunch of other people. I think there's some reporter that's been leaking a bunch of stuff too. But I know there is a rumor right now that they do supposedly have a Metroid title in development. They didn't. The rumor was that they were not going to show it at the event, and I guess that was true. Whether or not it's actually in development, I don't know.
Groaning, I hear it.
Yeah,
I mean, rightfully so after 10
after
years.
Federation Force.
Yeah, that and well, I'm there with the frustration, but overall, I think this presentation was good.
It was.
Because
So,
Super Mario
was there-
Odyssey.
Well, before we move on to the games, was there any other hardware stuff that I missed?
Something that they omitted, which I thought is important.
Oh,
Storage. They didn't say anything
they
about
didn't say
storage.
anything about storage, but there are triggers, what appear to be analog triggers on the controllers,
because
which does support the rumor that there's going to be GameCube Virtual Console that was not revealed during the event.
Because what pissed me off about the Wii U tablet was it had digital like trigger buttons.
Yes.
And for the people that like, you know how the DualShock 4, the DualShock and the Xbox controllers, their triggers are like progressive.
Yeah.
They don't just click, they smoothly go down. They're like progressive. They're actual like they're triggers.
Yes.
And you can't, certain games need that, especially like racing games.
I mean, if you look at stuff like Super Mario Sunshine, in Super Mario Sunshine, you would lightly hold down the right trigger to run around and spray water, but if you held it down all the way, you could like do precision aiming. And that's like the key point there. If GameCube Virtual Console is confirmed, then you know it's an analog trigger.
And Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah, stuff like that.
F-Zero.
F-Zero.
In fact, F-Zero would have been impossible
on the Wii U.
And they would have had
GX.
They would have had GX would have been impossible. Because you have to finesse it with.
Let's move on to
triggers.
games that were announced during the event. And I think it's appropriate to start off with what's going to be the pack-in title, kind of like their hardware showcase. Basically, it's called 1-2 Switch. It appears to be a minigame collection. What are your thoughts on it, Dan?
It looks interesting. It's more casual stuff, but I actually like the casual stuff too because they're just fun.
Nintendo's really good at showcasing their technology and
Nintendo's casual stuff, like Wii Sports.
Yeah,
really fun,
and it's just really good at showing off the technology. But the thing is, I feel like if you compare 1-2 Switch to Wii Sports, I feel like Wii Sports is still a better title because with Wii Sports, you have a centralized theme. You have a new kind of character that you kind of introduced who kind of which kind of like ties the whole thing together. 1-2 Switch doesn't really seem to have a central theme or any characters in it at all apart from, yourself.
Well, we haven't played it yet.
Right. I mean, based on what they've shown. So, and I feel like that can work really well, especially if they're kind of going for a more, a casual thing aimed towards an older audience. Which seems to be still what they're going for with the Switch. They're really trying to shoot for an older audience, like in the 20-year-old range. And I think when they were talking about 1-2 Switch, they said, this is something that's really great for you to bring to parties because it doesn't
it can get stolen.
It doesn't really require you to look at the screen as much. It's very inviting to people who wouldn't normally play video games. Now, on the topic of actual games, they I shouldn't say actual games, but the next thing they showed was ARMS, which is a new IP. I'm really excited about this one. It looks really fun. It's a one-on-one fighting game. It looks very inspired by Punch-Out, Now the Joy-Con controllers, I think I forgot to mention this. They do have motion controls. It's like a fully fledged Wii Remote Plus in both of the Joy-Con controllers. So in ARMS, you hold them in your hands and you punch. It's kind of like Wii Sports Boxing, but it actually appears to work.
And it's better because you can like twist the arms.
Yeah.
They're like
so
really
like
long
you thrust your arm forward to launch that fist on the screen forwards, and then you can twist your arm to kind of like apply a curve to it. And they were talking about all these, there's a lot of technical like strats that you can develop with these really simple controls. So like there's stuff like dodging out of the way and jumping and whatnot. It looks very fun. I'm really excited for ARMS. I like having ARMS, and I think having ARMS in video games is going to be like a next step up.
Next gen
experience, yeah.
Having ARMS.
So
and then they announced Square Enix announced some stuff.
Yeah.
Like some Dragon Quest stuff.
I've never been big on Dragon Quest.
I've never played
any of the Square Enix's stuff.
So
actually, I played some of their stuff that they publish from other developers. It's stuff like Batman Arkham Asylum is fun.
Just Cause.
Yeah, Just Cause 2 is a great game by Square Enix. The best Japanese RPG 2016.
That was great Japanese RPG. Love it.
So, with
Splatoon 2.
Yeah, Splatoon 2 is announced.
Splatoon.
God,
they should spell that with the 2 in it.
Wacky pose for Splatoon 2.
Oh yeah, the Switch thing they did with the snap and the
yeah,
cheesy as hell, but that's what. Like I heard someone on there say it was this is so lame. It's like this is amazing. It's so lame. It's amazing.
It's exactly what I want from a Nintendo press event, and this was like a straight up press conference. It was amazing. This is Nintendo. This is what we want at E3. Okay, Dan, I'm sure you're in the same boat.
Yeah, back to a press conference.
Yeah, we want this at E3, and I feel like now that they're really trying to go
Although it was overdubbed with English, so it wasn't as.
Although it was live from Tokyo, but
it would have been better.
Here's the thing, with the Nintendo Switch, it looks like they're really, really going for a new. They're really going for the kind of audience that enjoys watching these press conferences. And I feel like we could see a Nintendo press conference at E3 next year. I
don't know if we will.
I think we will, because when you look at the Switch's advertising, they're really trying to push this audience that would go to these press events or watch them live online, like these huge, big budget press events. I think we're going to get a press conference at E3 from Nintendo.
I'm gonna say we are.
It's a long shot.
You're gonna say we are. I'm gonna say we're not. We'll see where we are in 6 months.
Yes.
But hopefully there is.
Yeah. Now, so what else? Skyrim on Wii I almost said Wii U.
By Todd Howard.
On Switch with Todd Howard.
Todd-san.
Todd Howard, who was referred to as Todd-san. I would call him It Just Works. It Just Works San.
First Bethesda game.
First Bethesda game on a Nintendo console, and it was really cool to see Todd Howard talking about how Nintendo has shaped the gaming industry and how he's excited to be working with Nintendo. I think that's really cool.
Because, I mean, Elder Scrolls, there's no way that would have... Mm-hmm. It had been PC, and then it went to Xbox. Xbox is the only console that could have done Morrowind. And we couldn't support Oblivion. And the Wii U, you're not going to... It was past the Skyrim.
Yeah.
It was... So, it was the perfect time for Elder Scrolls to finally get on it.
I mean, it's still pretty far past the Elder Scrolls Definitive Edition launch, but I think it's great that, and I don't think did they say it is the Definitive Edition?
Yeah.
Because that would imply that mod support is also in that version. I think I read somewhere that it is.
What, the special edition?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a special edition.
Okay. So yeah,
the graphics were better.
Mod support on Wii U? Question mark?
Probably not. Because, once again, we don't... The storage, I assume, is like 32 gigabyte flash crap.
Yeah.
Which is...
I think they did...
How the hell are you going to...
They did say that you can attach external storage, I think. Or no, you can use an SD card for storage
good luck external storage carrying that around.
Get another 32 gigs on there with an SD card.
Like, that's what doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
It's like we're going.
They talked about it. They talked about
We're
storage
taking a
expansion
step back, and we're going back to physical games again,
with cartridges. Yeah,
which is less.
maybe
Convenient.
that'll allow save games to be on the cartridges though, instead of
not.
taking up memory.
I'd rather not.
Yeah.
Well, save games don't take up much.
That's true.
This isn't like the old days with the blocks
Well-
and that crap that ate up like
Oh my god, blocks.
$50,000 for a memory
Anyways,
card.
the
whole 1 kilobyte.
so I want to talk about Super Mario Odyssey.
Oh.
So this is the new big Mario game. It's being done in the same design style as Super Mario 64. It's with big open worlds for you to explore.
And Sunshine.
And Sunshine, yeah. So and they did acknowledge this is the first Mario game since Super Mario Sunshine that we've really done this in.
Yeah, because Galaxy didn't really
Yeah. So
have that.
It's it's in the vein of excuse me.
Is that boring?
It's in the vein of Super Mario Sunshine and Super Mario 64, where you've got these large open environments to explore, and it looks like it might be like a Mario prequel, maybe. It looks like because I think they said something about you're going to see how Mario goes from the real world to the Mushroom Kingdom.
The CGI world.
So Mario's running around in New York City or New Dunk
Like dump or dunk.
New Donk City. That's what it was. So he's in New Donk City.
New donk.
And
I thought it was like Splatoon.
yeah, that's what I
trailer.
thought too. So he's in New Donk City, and he's running around, and you have Mario. Looks just like he normally does. Then you've got like realistically proportioned people that are like towering over him, like twice as
Mario
high.
didn't show up till later, after they showed the people,
Right.
and it was like a big reveal.
Well,
I'm
he
like, holy
he
shit.
popped out of a
Yeah, I'm
he
like,
popped out of
holy
a sewer
shit,
pipe.
Mario. I was confused. Like, is this like a Splatoon Mario skin?
So
And then I'm like, wait, this is the Mario game.
yeah, so it looks very exciting. It looks like you'll take an airship to the different locations in the game, and it's open world. It looks like
This is the
new-
gritty Mario game you've wanted. You remember?
So-
you said you wanted a gritty Mario game.
I did pitch the idea for a gritty Mario
Like
game
5 years ago.
5 years ago.
When I was getting in the car and like, I really want to see a gritty, mature Mario game. Here you go.
Well,
Kind of.
sorry guys, it's my fault.
Mario 06.
So that was one thing that kind of worried me with these realistically proportioned people were walking alongside Mario, who is actually looking up at them, which I thought was kind of funny.
Like, this game
I was
is completely
because
different.
Here's the thing: that reminded me of Sonic 06. It made me really scared that there's going to be a weird.
No, because Sonic Adventure did that first.
That's true. And that was...
And then Sonic 06 was just terrible. So, of course, it's just...
yeah.
But,
So, it looks like if the whole game isn't an open world, it's at least New Dork City is. Dunk.
I don't know what the hell.
New Dunk City, whatever
Slam
it is.
Dunk City. Shut up and jam.
New Donk City is what it is. I keep forgetting that. Anyways, it looks like that is an open world because it looks like there's a lot of hidden stuff in that open world. And there's a new thing you can like flip your cap out like a Tron frisbee and then jump on it. Only I am going to refer to that as a Tron frisbee though.
Everyone
Everyone
always
else is
comes
gonna
back
say
to
it.
Tron.
So, but no, I think it's very exciting. I'm looking forward to that, especially. It's coming out winter. The only game. Oh, excuse me.
We both keep yawning because we're tired as
late,
fuck
yeah.
right now.
The only game that's coming out at launch they announced today was 1-2 Switch.
Zelda.
Oh yeah, and Zelda. So, spoiler for the end
Christmas,
of
yeah,
this.
holiday. For
Mario's
Mario.
coming out this holiday or holiday 2017.
It didn't look quite finished. Like it didn't, like it seems like the graphics didn't look finished. Like they looks like it was missing like shadows, shadows or like some ambient occlusion or some shit.
What
on
else was there? Oh yeah, the Hyrule Warriors team is doing Fire Emblem Warriors.
Oh,
That's
boy.
exciting, actually. I'm really looking forward to that. I mean, it's gonna be silly as hell,
The
but
50th Warriors game. I think I'm joking.
what else?
Like Shin Megami Tensei for Switch.
Yeah.
The
new
Xenoblade, new Xenoblade 2.
Yeah, that's exciting.
I thought they were making a new Xeno.
Never played Xenoblade.
I've attempted. I need to finish it.
Oh, we need to point out. Excuse me. They are doing away with region locking.
Oh yes, finally.
No region locking. They made a big deal out of this, and
Now,
that
can
really
they
shows you who their target audience for this is. That they would make that a big point during their presentation.
Now can they reverse unregion lock the fucking 3DS and Wii U, please? And Wii, so I can play Disaster, Day of Crisis.
Oh my god!
Even though I can when I just homebrew it, which I did. Oh shit, I said that. Reggie's
Reggie's
gonna
gonna find you now. So that's the Nintendo Switch, and then of course Zelda looks amazing.
the
EA,
music. Oh,
But you know, there was another reveal at this event that toppled Zelda onto the ground.
kicked it onto the ground.
Kicked it onto the ground with FIFA on Switch.
I cannot wait.
I sure can.
Well, it's big news because EA has finally come back to Nintendo, and that is
Well, they published
huge.
They published on and off.
You need to have EA.
They published on and off on the Wii U after launch. They published I think Need for Speed Most Wanted on Wii U.
But you need to have EA if you want third-party support. EA is the one you need to have.
Yes,
The biggest one. You need 2K. You need everybody on board here. Capcom, Ubisoft. You need everybody.
And I know Ubisoft, their RPG was not shown at the Switch event. Apparently, that has been pushed back to September.
Which RPG?
So the big rumor flying around right now from multiple sources that have been correct in the past about very detailed, very specific things regarding Nintendo Switch. Ubisoft is apparently working with Nintendo on a Mario / Rabbids crossover
The fuck?
strategy RPG.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
going to play very similarly to XCOM.
So you're gonna love it.
You'll equip characters with different weapons that will degrade over time, and everyone has different stats. Certain characters are more proficient with different weapons. The fact that Nintendo managed to get Ubisoft to delay a launch title is fucking phenomenal. But no,
Well,
I
because Nintendo has a part.
think, as cringy as, because apparently
That sounds.
Nintendo has been very controlling over the title, but as cringy as a Mario / Rabbids crossover sounds, because of the Rabbids, I think it's a cool idea.
It's like
I think it's,
they were the minions before the minions.
God. So
Yeah, the rabbit started.
but that was
crap,
absent.
didn't
That was absent from the event. I was a little surprised
What,
/
Minions?
disappointed. Well, Minions, I'm not surprised about. But
it? The fucking Rabbids movie.
they're not making a Rabbids movie, are they?
That sounds like something that would happen after this Assassin's Creed movie. You're gonna get Rabbids.
Oh my god!
It'd
Don't.
probably be better than the Assassin's Creed movie.
Please no. So
It'd be just-
we need to talk about. Was there anything else other than Zelda? I don't think there was.
I think we
There was some
got
Square Enix
just
stuff.
about. It was like a new game by Square Enix.
Oh, yeah.
The one with the pixel.
Yeah, so they're doing some kind of like kind of like old school RPG thing, but with detailed 3D worlds, but like with still this kind of pixel art aesthetic. It looks really cool. I'm excited to see what that ends up being.
Yeah.
I'm not even into those kinds of games because it looks like a very traditional like SNES era RPG, and I'm not really into those. But it looks like something I might be willing to play just because of the visual style.
I can't remember anything.
Because
else.
it's like if you did a SNES RPG today, is what that game kind of comes off as. So yeah,
The big one, FIFA.
it's got a ball. Zelda also has a ball in
Kick
it. I
some
think
balls.
Zelda might have toppled FIFA because Zelda's got skateboarding, it's got snowboarding, it's got balls, it's got enemies with balls that they throw at you like bombs. Zelda looks very exciting. I'm really excited for Zelda.
You gonna finish a
I
Zelda
have
game finally?
never finished a Zelda game. I got very close to finishing Wind Waker, but you just tried to stab me there.
Because you traded in Wind Waker for a SpongeBob game back when you were like 10.
When I first got my GameCube, and this is before I had played, this is like my first ever game system. My mother got me a copy of Mario Party 4 with it.
Good game.
In addition to the included game, which was Wind Waker.
Ooh.
I wasn't into Zelda much.
You hated it.
I took Wind Waker to the store, and I traded it in for a copy of SpongeBob SquarePants: Revenge of the Flying Dutchman. If you look that game up on Metacritic, actually, I think you'll see it has a pretty low score.
Oh man. There was some good SpongeBob games though.
Yeah, Battle for Bikini Bottom was the best one, but that's
I
beyond
played
the
it,
point.
Yeah.
I was Super Mario 64.
You got
the
a bad
SpongeBob
SpongeBob game.
We need to play Battle for Bikini Bottom on stream sometime, but
I also need to play some.
yeah,
I had something NFL Blitz or something like that.
yeah.
Too.
So with Zelda Breath of the Wild, they showed off some story stuff.
Voice acting.
There's a lot of voice acting, which was previously shown.
Good
as
voice
well.
acting.
Yeah.
At least the Japanese. American, I don't know.
So, they showed American voice acting at E3, I thought.
Yeah, but not like the other characters.
Yeah, there was like a
Was
bird
it?
guy or something. I don't know. Anyways,
Did he talk?
yeah.
Oh.
So,
Because I was too busy paying attention to the frame rate. That was like 15 frames.
yeah, the frame rate still is a little choppy, and I'm
No.
not...
That was a stream. Because all the games were
Okay,
doing that.
okay.
All of them, I think.
Yeah.
Because it was doing that to everything, I think.
So, Breath of the Wild looks amazing. I'm very excited for Breath of the Wild.
It's probably going to be my game of the year.
It very well could be. And
that's coming out in less than 2 months.
It's going to be a launch game, too. It's going to be out on the Switch on the 3rd. I don't know about the Wii U version.
And motion controls. I could do
Is it going to have motion controls?
Gyro bow and arrows.
Oh, yeah.
Which works better than actual sticks. Like,
Yeah,
that is
yeah.
a practical use of motion controls.
yeah.
Motion controls have a practical use. When they're, like, just kind of like the 6-axis kind of stuff, but not terrible like 6-axis is.
Now, what's your thought, or what are your thoughts
like
on
the frickin' Steam controller?
There's the Pro controller for the Nintendo Switch. What are your thoughts on the Pro controller? Just by looking at it, I don't think it has motion controls like the other Pro controllers for Nintendo consoles.
I think it looks fine. I won't know until I feel it.
Yeah, it looks very similar to the Wii U Wii U Pro controller, which I really liked.
Wasn't a stick high and then a stick low like the 360?
Yeah, it's more similar to the 360 controller.
I mean, you need to have that because the other one looks like a freaking square and it's weird, and I mean you could hold the Joy-Cons separately. And you can be lazy and you can like lay down and like hold them to their sides.
They did
like I did
say
with the Wii
that,
Remote Nunchuck.
The way the Joy-Con things work, you don't have to have them in the controller dock. You can hold them separately when they're not connected and still use them as a controller. And the guy, he was showing how this allows you to lay down on the couch and really stretch those back muscles. So the Nintendo Switch is designed to help you relax while playing video games.
And you needed the most.
Oh yeah, I do.
With your back problems and shit.
Oh yeah. So.
Oh man, if you were at my job doing that,
oh boy,
you would be dead.
Oh yeah. So, Breath of the Wild looks amazing still. I'm very excited. The story stuff looked cool. The trailer was amazing. Great music. I think you pointed that out. Oh my god,
the music. That's something that's missing from a lot of games, I think. Great music. Which was disappointing. Okay, the Odyssey trailer, like the music was like MIDI.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of how Mario music is.
No. But Galaxy.
Yeah, Galaxy was.
But it was like an underwhelming kind of MIDI music. It was trying to be epic.
I'll have to look back.
It was trying to be epic, but it doesn't
Kinda.
come anywhere near. It was trying to be like orchestrated MIDI, which does not work that well. It was a crappy orchestrated MIDI.
Well,
But
we kind of need to wrap things up. So, final thoughts on the Nintendo Switch presentation.
good. Of course, I would love to see Metroid and F-Zero. Still waiting on that damn F-Zero.
I'm pretty happy that they started it off focusing on a lot of new stuff, like original IPs. I do like that. And that's one thing I like about Nintendo. They are always producing new original stuff. They're not always going back to Gears of War, Gears of War 2, Gears of War 3, and so on.
The thing is, people always complain. Oh, there's another Zelda game? Well, it's been 6 years.
You know, I feel like with Metroid...
And they do something completely different with each game.
With Metroid and F-Zero, you know, I'd love to see another F-Zero game. I'd love to see another Zelda game. And, you know, there's another Metroid game, I mean.
Yeah.
And, you know, of course, there's kind of like copycats out there, too. But, you know, I feel like Nintendo will go back to those franchises when they feel it's the right time, and I feel like
F-Zero is right. It's been
very
about 13 years.
Yeah.
13 years.
Yeah.
That's too long. At some point, you just need to release a game. I don't care what it is.
I feel like, you know, it'd be nice.
Online.
It'd be nice, but I can cope with there not being a new F-Zero, and I'm still able to play F-Zero GX and F-Zero X. In fact,
I can't play it online though.
you know, it just came out today. F-Zero X came out on the Wii U Virtual Console today in North America. So it shows they acknowledged its existence, I guess.
And Miyamoto said, like about a year ago or whatever, he was waiting for the right controller.
That's right.
And this is the right controller.
Yes.
Because I think what he was talking about, it might have been like the triggers, which you guys fucked up on that. And you should have been there. Be like, wait a minute, no, these digital triggers are, you know, not good enough.
Mm-hmm.
So,
you know, they also said fairly recently that Metroid and Star Fox are going to be huge focuses for the years to come. I think that's exciting. I feel like, you know, Nintendo needs to internally develop a new Star Fox game. When you look at, you know, how... what was it?
Zero.
When you look at Star Fox Zero, it's in stuff like Federation Force, which I think that was developed internally at Nintendo, wasn't it? Or was that another developer? I don't remember. But either way, I feel like those franchises need to kind of go back to their roots. The Switch is going to provide them with a lot of opportunity to kind of go back to a more traditional style of gameplay, I think. And that's what I think that's what, at this point, Nintendo should be focusing on, especially given the demographic that they're targeting with the Switch. I think the event was very exciting to watch. It felt like watching one of their old E3 press conferences, which made me very happy. So
it did to an extent, but the audience was reserved.
Well, it's Japan.
Those Japanese, they don't really do that shit.
In Japan, I think culturally, it is actually very rude to do what we do in America at E3 press conferences.
Well, E3, they want you to be hyped and excited. And I like when they're going crazy, you know, for the Zelda. Like the Twilight Princess one had the greatest E3 reaction of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was... There'll be nothing like that again. But I'd like... Or like the Wii really launched?
The Revolution.
The Revolution.
At the time.
No, it was called Wii at the time.
When they first revealed it, it was still Revolution.
No, I meant the 2006 one, where they released that it's the Wii.
Yes.
And I just hit the mic.
Yes, you did. So, anyways, that's our reaction to the Nintendo Switch presentation. Let us know in the comments what you think about the Nintendo Switch and the overall presentation, the games, the Joy-Cons, the Pro Controller. Let us know what you think. And that's it. See ya.
Podcast will be out soon. We'll do a new one. So,
Our,
see you later.
Yeah,
And streams.
we should probably do an update on the podcast. This isn't a proper podcast episode, but our final episode of 2016 broke. The audio
it was not good. No,
the audio was corrupted or something. I don't know what happened. But we'll be back with a new podcast episode to reveal our 2016 Game of the Year nominations shortly. So stay tuned.
see ya.